Hello, everyone! Hopefully I am not scaring you too much by suddenly appearing with my voice. Let me know how the audio is. I legitimately do not know. I tested it out, but hopefully things have balanced out okay, that nothing's breaking your ears, you can hear me. If you can't hear the words that I'm saying, hopefully you will tell me. I'll post a comment in chat in a little bit, too. But, yeah, today we are playing Mega Man. I'm gonna fade this out, just like... There we go. Great. So, we're playing the first Mega Man. I'm using the Rockman box art because it's actually good and illustrative of the video game that I'm going to play today. But yeah, so if you don't know me, if you're popping in, if this is new for you, I'm Joseph Martin, the person who runs this YouTube channel. Statistically, if you're watching this, you came from a video where I played as Elec Man fighting Bubble Man and Flash Man. But I'm also the podcast commander for GameCola.net. Do a lot of stuff over with the GameColaGC.net YouTube channel, and I am well known for liking Mega Man. In fact, I like Mega Man and robots so much that is what I got my graduate degree in robotics, and that is hence the video title, the live stream title that you see presently. So yeah, it's been a few minutes. I want to give people time to show up, but I think it is appropriate. Let's see if I have set everything up correctly. I've streamed on the Game Cola channel before, but I'm using OBS Studio instead of OBS Classic. And so some of this stuff is brand new. This is the first time I've streamed with this. So we're going to see if it works, starting with this. Yeah, okay, cool. You did it? See, look at the little hat I gave myself. I'm a professional here. Look at my hat. I probably should have gone with a different image. Maybe the more front-facing still I have of myself. But it works. It's fine. Okay, let me see if I've got everything working all right here. Again, I would have used the title music for... Thank you, Mr. Maverick Owner, and Brand Cliff for being here, and anybody else who's watching. There's no title music in the original Mega Man, so I had to make do with the Mega Man 2 medley from Super Smash Bros. Okay, so let's get started here, and again, let me know how the volume is. But yeah, so if you are new to Mega Man in general, the basic idea is you are given 6 robot bosses that you can fight in any order that you please. Each robot gives you a special weapon upon defeating them, which you can then use in the stages and perhaps more effectively against the robot that is weak to that weapon. So there's a whole chain of that. I am going to go through a certain pattern, a certain path through the game that I think gives me the greatest opportunity to illustrate the strengths of each of the weapons that we will be collecting over the course of the game. Also, there's a little bit of inflexibility in the path you take in Mega Man that we'll get into a little bit. But I'm going to start with Bomb Man. I would not necessarily recommend starting with Bomb Man if you are new to the game. However, there are very few places in the game where Bomb Man's weapon is useful. One of those being Bomb Man's stage itself. So, I wanted to give Bomb Man's Hyper Bomb the best performance it could possibly give, and in order to do that, we need to pick it up early. Because, there's not many options. This stage, though, I would actually, if you weren't planning on doing a showcase of Mega Man, I would actually recommend waiting for this one, if for no other reason than, for no other reason than, the special weapons. Oh boy, this section is a little tricky without special weapons. Make this stage a lot more interesting. Dang it, I missed. Okay, let's grab this. Gotta be careful in this game. Mega Man, in only the first Mega Man game, Mega Man has a little bit of momentum when he stops, Thankfully they got rid of that, but that can be a little frustrating. This is the hardest part of the stage. Oh, well first, yeah, I think I'm a little bit ahead of myself. This guy is just annoying. The Sniper Joes, if you are familiar with Nathaniel Hoover and his Joe's game, Sniper Joes are not particularly effectively used in this game in particular. Yeah, if you keep shooting their shield, they will basically just never take it up, so you kind of have to wait for the timing. In later games, they're just on a timer in general that you can sort of use. Whew, that was a close little whiff there. Okay, here we go. You slide down here, these enemies, you can pause by hitting them with your regular shot, but you need a special weapon to defeat them. But yeah, all in all, Bomberman Stage, it's got a good mixture of, like, enemies and platforming. Like, I think it's a pretty well-designed stage. This is the hard part. Another thing about Mega Man 1 is that in later Mega Man games... Hello. Yep, okay, there. In later Mega Man games, getting hit does not prevent you from dying to spikes. Luckily, this is actually a pretty good checkpoint. I guess I could think of that as being illustrative of a point I was trying to make, so... I'm not necessarily going for super cool gameplay. I kind of want to make this a little bit of informative to people who maybe aren't familiar with Mega Man, or just sort of give my thoughts in a way that I have not necessarily had the opportunity to do. There we go. That's definitely like the hardest part in the stage. Everything else, though, is pretty clear. Okay, and then here, we'll just skip that. We don't need lives. Who needs lives? Also, it's kind of tedious to fight the... Yeah, they kind of expect you to fight that guy, don't they? And then we've got one last Sniper Joe fight. Yes, Branclip, this is not particularly in fact, I'm honestly surprised that this is not used more in modern times. I really hate the timing on these things. There we go. I'm surprised it's not used more, but yeah, this was, you know, linear game design was pretty much the day. Grab the ladder. Yes, Mr. Maverick Hunter started playing the games a little earlier. Okay, Bomb Man. The trick to Bomb Man is to stay close, though not that close. And if he starts throwing bombs, you want to go under it so that you can get back close to him. But if you sort of stay close to him, he will keep jumping, and that will give you more chances to hit him because he is not attacking you. And there we go. That is Bomb Man. Again, exclusive to Mega Man 1, you have these clear points. We're still sort of getting out of the arcade era. These points mean literally nothing. There's no reason for them. Now, again, I don't always go in the order of weaknesses, but for the sake of this demonstration, we will go to Gutsman stage next. Gutsman is actually a good one, both for showcasing and for playing, to go to early, because the stage isn't really that different with or without special weapons. It's very platform heavy. It's actually pretty short. I have reason to believe that it is one of the last of the original Robot Master stages that was made. We have to wait for these platforms. I say that because if you look at the level... Sorry, gotta focus. If you look at the level numbers, like each level is marked... dang it. Each level is marked like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the code, in like the hex code. But if you sort of cycle through, most of them are sort of in order, except Gutsman, which is like last, but sort of weird. It's hard to explain, but basically it has the last number in a sense that would not make sense unless maybe they programmed it in last. Or maybe there were some significant revisions, I don't know. Anyway, the stage is pretty short. It's mostly platforming. Again, this is probably part of the hardest part of the stage. Just gotta pay attention. Yep, there we go. You got these guys who will come flying down. Just gotta get the timing right. fine. And then we'll get to the pickaxe guys. These are the things that help you the most if you have special weapons. They take a lot of hits. And you kind of have to not get hit, you kind of have to take a very specific, like, slow approach to them. But they don't really do that much damage. They're also, like, the only enemies. There's not a whole lot of damage that you have to worry about, so it's not really a big deal if you get hit by them. So, a Gutsman is a pretty good place to start. Especially because his... Oh, I forget which is the right way. I'm pretty sure... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Yep. So you can fall into those spikes. This is one of the quirks of Mega Man. Just gotta hope that he jumps over you. I don't know if there's... I don't think there's a way to figure out which kind of jump that guy's gonna do. Oh, good, some health. Most of the time I just hope, or you wait till you get the one. This is Bomb Man's weapon, we're going to show it off, I'll just do it here because there's so much energy. Because you can see, it takes a long time for it to actually explode. So we are going to have to be pretty intentional. You also have to kind of hope that he stays within range of where you are throwing it. Sometimes, you know, you feel like, oh, let me make sure that I jump to avoid it. I honestly find a lot of the time it can even be easier to just wait for him to do it. If he's far enough away, you can still have time to jump out of the way. But you can also just time your jump so that you do not get stalled. And now we have Gutsman's weapon. Interestingly enough, those bricks over there are actually things you could throw using the Super Arm, which is the weapon that you get from Gutsman. However, you would not be able to, because how would you acquire the weapon without having already beaten him? The reason that room is like that is because they wanted a room shaped like that, and to save space on memory, they copy and pasted Cutman's stage, which does actually use the Gutsman's blocks in the boss chamber. Yes, Radcliffe is correct. When old games couldn't handle playing music and sound effects at the same time, so sometimes it just had to cut one temporarily. It's glorious. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're going to be going to Cutman next. He is weak to Super Arm, and we can start finally using special weapons and stages a little bit. But yeah, the NES only has 4 audio tracks natively. There are some ways that you can sort of get around that. Let's show off. It's marked as G, but it's called Super Arm. We can use it to throw these blocks at these enemies. Not super effective, actually. You know, having range is pretty useful. And I've sort of messed up my normal flow of the stage by using the Guts block, so give me a second to recover here. There we go. And some nice health. We'll save Super Arm because we do want to use it later. So yeah. Super Arm, again, it's fun, very contextual though. You can basically only use it if there's a block around, and unfortunately a lot of time there are not blocks around. Cutman stage is very much focused on fighting enemies. So, again, it's Cutman is another good option for first. In fact, I think you have the stage selector starts out on Cutman, and a lot of people just default to that, and I mean, it's a good stage to start out on for sure. Again, like, it's pretty methodical. You can sort of learn everything pretty quickly, and this looks, I don't know if this is actually intimidating to people. If you just come up the ladder and go, you'll be fine. It's pretty hard to actually get hit by these. These guys are a little just annoying. They are very slow. They take a lot of hits from your Mega Buster, your Plasma Cannon. I believe it, at this point it's still referred to as the Plasma Cannon. I think the Mega Buster is when it can be charged. Here you can see a point where we can actually use Super Arm to destroy some of the enemies quicker. We will also, at some point, make use of... not going fast enough. Bomb Man's weapon, Hyper Bomb. Here we go. One of the few places that Hyper Bomb is... Well, okay. It's not completely useless. You can just sort of set it here. Well, okay. If the timing can work out. You notice why I may not particularly like this weapon. There we go. Yes, it's so slow that it's just, like, not worth it most of the time. In fact, that may be around the last we see. Oh, this is another place where it can actually be okay. Otherwise, you kind of have to just be careful, making sure that that you time it right. But, like, honestly, oh, there, that time it worked. You can kind of just slide on by. Once again, just keep moving. You'll be fine. Let's go back to some standard action here. I could have gotten super armor. We're coming up near the end of the stage. You'll notice that Cutman's stage is a lot shorter than the other stages. And also, I'll get hit just so that I show, but... That's a fun little trick. I don't know I mean, obviously it's like some sort of screen scrolling thing, but it's just fun. Oh boy. Alright. You can try to destroy these guys, but I don't know. When you get stronger weapons, there's more you can do, but I don't think you can use Hyper Bomb fast enough to actually use it. This is interesting that the enemies in here are... I don't think they're... I mean, I just played it, so you'd think I'd know. But, are not present in the rest of Cutman's stage. No, you're right, yeah. Kilobyte. It was in Kilobytes. Yeah, I mean, Mega Man is very well known for its music, and, like, Mega Man 2 gets a lot of credit that is well deserved, but, this game is no exception. And that's Cutman. Interestingly, if you die here, you will have to go back and fight Cutman without Super Arm. Luckily, even though Super Arm makes this fight pretty trivial, it's not very difficult with the Mega Buster. Cutman takes a good amount of damage from it, and he gets knocked back, which makes it pretty easy for you to control the terrain. So those stages are probably your best options. I would really recommend, if you're playing, the first time you're playing this game, Cutman or Gutsman first, see which one you can sort of handle the challenges better. Bombman is another good option. Fireman, which we won't be going to for a while, is probably your next best option, but you should not go to Elecman first, for sure. This is because Elecman is sort of a choke point. First of all, the stage is pretty hard. Second of all, though, there is a required item that you need to get on this stage that you can miss. I mean, like, you'll see it no matter what, but you can complete the stage without acquiring it, and you actually need the Super Arm. Get the timing of this right. You need the Super Arm to get it. This is Rolling Cutter. It's a pretty good... One of the things about... That's sort of an equalizer with Mega Man 1's weapons is that any weapon that is not your standard plasma cannon will take out enemies in one hit. They all do the same amount of damage. I'm currently climbing the ladder, but I will read that comment, Mr. Maverick Hunter, in just a moment. Yes, disappearing bricks. Well, look at the disappearing bricks pattern. Let me read. Stat. Right, yes, so when we get to, there's a certain boss later, we can try to have some fun with it. You can mess with the AI. Ah, dang it. Just gotta get the time. Dude, it keeps pushing me to the side. Oh, is it? That's weird. Hold on 1 second. What happened to this? Okay, well, it seems to have fixed itself. It might just be a bit of a delay. We'll see if that fixes it. Thank you for letting me know, though. Let me know if that happens again. I think there is also a bit of there's a lag. So, that could be it, too. Yep, there we go. I believe this is the way I want to go. That's what my muscle memory tells me. Yeah, because we don't really need to. This is an interesting little section where you just sort of, like, slide across. Yep. Oh, yes, that's another thing that's fun about this game. They've made a lot of the ladders the exact height that you can kind of jump up them. So you just jump and then pop! I always found that really funny in this game. Here we go. Luckily, we do not need to get this. This is like an interesting... I assume it's a platforming challenge. There's no enemies or anything, so it's just kind of here. It does sort of break up the pace of the level a bit. This is a split path. Which is actually very interesting for this early on in Mega Man, and I got the timing on that wrong. But yeah, it's very interesting that even this early on we had split paths. I should go the other way. Hold on. The other way's more interesting. Like, that way's not terrible, but like, oh yeah, that's why this is a bit of a thing. But this will go faster because we can actually fight the enemies. Oh yeah, look, it's frozen still. Maybe it has to be, like, pulled up. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. See if I do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I just need to... It was just behind something, and apparently it does not work if it's behind something. So we'll just do that. That should be fine. Okay. So, oh, whoops, that is not the correct weapon. You may be concerned that I'm using so much weapon energy. I think some people call it weapons energy, but I call it weapon energy. For this. Don't be, another thing about Mega Man 1. Well, first of all, interesting thing. We could use, if we have Super Arm, which you should if you're coming to Elec Man stage, you can use it to hop on over here. Not really much of a point, because it's not that much of a split path, but interesting. And maybe sort of telling you, I think it happens later in the stage. This is why you need Super Arm. You need to be able to throw these blocks away. But another fun thing, there's actually a lot of fun things on this stage. First of all, again, with some fun screen scrolling stuff. So yeah, that's a lot of fun, having things roll up to the top. And then, we'll grab the magnet beam. There's a fun trick I can do with this later, I think. But another thing, bzz, I have no idea how this appears on stream, but Mega Man is just sort of like vibrating in place at the bottom of this ladder. Just another fun little quirk. Mega Man 1 is filled with a lot of quirks, just like a lot of firsts for different games. And again, I'm going to go this way because we have special weapons, and also waiting for those little beams is kind of boring. But yeah, there's a lot of fun little quirks. Luckily, it's not too bad. Mega Man 1 is definitely rough around the edges. A lot of its problems are more about game design. Well, sorry, what I mean to say is in other games, a lot of the problems come more down to game design, whereas Mega Man 1 has some stuff it kind of needs to flesh out. Controls-wise and sort of setup-wise. No, this isn't the section. The stage is... I should have remembered this, because we've got this again. And of course, no health power-up this time. Whoop! We should be getting pretty close to... Yes, here we are. The end of the stage. Stunt! Now this... Let me see if I can pull this off. What am I doing on health? Ah, I'll be fine. Actually, do I only have one life left? I think I could have, in that instance, I could have just gone under him, but I had fun. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this is a little bit boring. I mean, the biggest issue here is patience, right? You just gotta wait as I slide myself up this ladder. You gotta wait for every single one. Maybe you, don't, but... Oh boy, hopefully I don't have to play this whole stage again. Just gotta be patient, and it's frustrating to be this patient. Make sure you do this so that you're facing the right way when you come up. And then... yeah, I love that tactical use of Magnet Beam. There we go. Whew. I am cutting it close, because I still only have 1 life. And maybe there's just not a good place to chuck myself off of a cliff. Yeah, and like yeah, there's so many different ways to play Mega Man games, and like the way that I'm playing, like I wouldn't even say is necessarily the most fun. Again, I'm picking this route because I think it shows off a lot of the cool stuff about Mega Man 1, but it's not the most fun necessarily, and like there's a lot of different ways you can go through it with the different challenges that I think are really interesting. We're now going to Iceman. He is weak to Elec Man's weapon. And also, again, this is a stage that you can't, unlike Elec Man, there's no, like, hard-coded reason why you cannot go to Iceman's stage first. Oh, good, a life. Okay, that gives us a little more wiggle room here. Actually, let me demonstrate something real quick. If you hit the bodies of these guys, their heads come off. And then you have to deal with that. Anyway, Iceman stage is just hard, though. And there's some stuff that we'll get to later that is sort of like, just like, why would you not? Just wait. Just wait. I am not playing super well here. These penguins just sort of infinitely respawn. Another thing you'll notice if you've seen other Mega Man games is that being in water does not make you jump higher. Jump super high, I should say. I don't know, it does, it's hard to tell. Sometimes it might just be a placebo. It does feel like you move a little different in water, and I'm sure there's some, like, maybe a little slower, but you don't jump higher like you do in other Mega Man games. Hello, Anna. I will do my best not to mess up too bad. I must have gotten other lives again. I thought I only had 1 life, or I had 0 lives left, actually. Oh, here's another place, just for the sake of it. Again, the other weapons are much better for this, but we can let Hyper Bomb have its time in the limelight. This is a section, I think, coming up. Yes, here we are. Let's show off Elec Beam real quick. Very good weapon. I could absolutely cheese this with the Magnet Beam, but let's be fair about this, especially because we're gonna spam the Magnet Beam in another stage. Not actually super difficult if you're familiar with the pattern. Basically, don't fall for the blocks that you don't have to jump on. You don't have to jump on every single one. That's it. One of the only problems with Magnet Beam that, not Magnet Beam, sorry, Elec Man's weapon. If I take too long on this, I will cheat my way. I gotta remember. Hold on. Give me a minute to remember the pattern for this. It's been a bit. Okay, to the side again. Okay, then up. Okay. Oop. There we go. Yep, see? So yeah, but you can of course just sort of cheese that with the Magnet Beam if you have it, and if you're going to Iceman stage, you should have gone to Elec Man stage first, in my opinion, and so you should have the Magnet Beam. We are not gonna ride these little flip-top head guys. Their hitboxes just don't work. They're bad. Oh dear, I didn't time that very well. So we're just gonna use the Magnet Beam to skip this whole section, essentially. Be careful with Magnet Beam, though, because if you are standing on it and you fall, whoop, you go at maximum speed! Pick up a little Elec Beam here. I mean, I don't know. We're at the end of the stage, so unless you've been spamming Elec Beam, there's no real reason to use it. Let's see... Now, you hear a lot of hitting sounds, but actually there is... There we go. We can defeat those guys, but you need a special weapon to do it. Moonwalk! And then, of course, There's actually one time where I did something very strange with this. I have a video of it on the channel somewhere. Maybe you've seen it. I've never been able to recreate it. It may have been a weird emulator thing. But basically, like, you got hit at the same time I went in the door, and it, like, messed up a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. It's weird. Yes, the water does not do anything. Moonwalk! Iceman can be kind of tricky if you're not using a weapon. Not using Elecman's weapon, I should say. Because those little ice things do a lot of damage. Whoop, whoop, and they stay around even after he's dead. You can only take, like, maybe 3 hits from him. But with Elecman's weapon, he goes down pretty quick. So we do not have to worry about that. Now we are off to the last robot master, Fireman. Fireman, again, is not necessarily hard enough to be worthy of going in with a full arsenal. However, yeah, one more robot master remains, Jordan. However, I want to show off Iceman's weapon in this stage, and I was going to Iceman late in the order. That being said, we can make some good use of special weapons here, like Elecman's weapon to knock these guys out quickly. Again, let's see if this works. Again, one of the things you have to be careful about with Elecman's weapon, even though it is very strong, very powerful, it can go over enemies. So you have to space yourself out correctly. Fireman's weapon is another one that's fairly heavy on enemies. However, we've got some fun stuff here. You can freeze those pillars using your this ice slasher, which also freezes enemies, though we won't really have a chance to show that off here, but we will show it later. And Mr. Maverick Hunter has made it to Wily's doorstep. Very nice. I guess we can go grab... Reminds me, using a magnet beam in this way reminds me a lot of Mega Man 4 and using the balloon adapter to kind of just jump wherever you want. I guess magnet beam? Again, some of the power-up locations here are... Let's just have some fun. Woo! Who cares about that? There's some timing stuff you can do with that, but for the sake of... It's just, I mean, yeah, a lot of the stages, it's very interesting. They can be very different experiences going into them with and without weapons. Whoops. Did not time that correctly. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see that guy got frozen. And then we can switch to another weapon. Take him out. This is actually not a pit. You think it would be, but, ow. It, in fact, is not. Okay. We can use Iceman's weapon once again. Whoop, gotta be careful. Whoop, but you gotta be careful because if you use it when it's too tall, you will not be able to get out of the place. It's also funny that it makes sounds like it's getting hit. But yeah, that can help with a lot of the timing of this stage. Yep, coming? Oh, I think I froze it down. You wouldn't think that you'd be able to freeze it like that. Whoop. Hello, friends. This is also, using Elecman's weapon also can be great for grinding for power-ups if you need to. Again, I love just sort of teleporting to the top of ladders. Yeah, there's some fun stuff that you can do with that pit. I'm not familiar enough with it to do it safely. Okay, good. Hit that. I've been being a little reckless. This is another reason why I get the Ice Slasher. This challenge, doing it without getting hit is very tricky. Of course, you can just sort of skip it if you don't care for it. But also, another fun thing you can do, I think, right? Oh, wait, no, you can't freeze it. I think every single time I play this game, I think you can do that. And then I'm disappointed that you can't. But yeah, we can just pop on through. You can get through this without getting hit, but the timing of it is really hard, and I've already taken too much damage. Something to note... I could, but I do not want to, because the timing is very difficult. And it's different depending on what version you're playing because of, like, the lag. How much input lag you have. Something you should also notice, and I keep forgetting, is that in Mega Man 1, if you switch weapons while on a ladder, you will fall to the ground. Also, gotta be careful with these bombs. I don't know if I said this before, but these missile guys will... I probably should have filled up Ice Slasher. Their exploding radius can actually damage you if you get hit by it. I don't know if we have enough Ice Slasher. Let me see if I can just grind a little bit. Oh, okay. I thought you were just, like, colloquially using the word slide, like... Yes, you cannot, in later Mega Man games, if you press down and jump, you are able to, quickly move forward and, down. Or, like, forward and your height is decreased. And this is much easier with special weapons, taking out these guys up top. I don't... So there is a way to beat Fireman without taking damage. I don't know if I can pull it off. Basically, you have to dodge his initial hits. He will just keep firing at you. But yeah, as soon as you get hit, then everything's off limits, and I think I'm gonna die. Whew! Close. We'll see if I can work it out. But you can't, if you just sort of jump up and down at a certain pace, you can... Oh, here. Grab some more. It is interesting that they got rid of enemies in the approaching boss chamber after this game. One of the main things is that you cannot grind for power-ups in the later games. Let me see how far I can get with... The other thing, though, is that I will not be using the pause trick, though. I will talk about it later. You can sort of... yeah. You can sort of brute force your way with Fireman, too. If you do more damage to him than he can do to you. So if you have full health, you can kind of just spam. And as long as you make sure that you're facing the correct direction, if you have full health, you can just sort of spam your way through that fight. We will show, I'll show using the Ice Slasher later when it's a little more necessary to not take as much damage, which we are approaching right now. Dr. Wily, the boss of Mega Man, Dr. Light's former assistant, if you're reading the English version, who helped build the Robot Masters. I think in the Japanese version they just knew each other in school. But he is the one who has reprogrammed all of Dr. Light's Robot Masters, these 6 ones right here, to do evil things. And now we're gonna go beat him up. And again, points mean nothing here. So we have a few more stages to get through, these final boss stages, where we are using all of the weapons that we have acquired. So the stages are designed assuming that you have gotten these weapons. This is a terrible sound, I apologize. So yeah, we've got a full arsenal now, and we can use it to our advantage. So that's one use of Ice Slasher. It makes this section a little bit easier. Not picking on poor old people. He's taken away the free will of my robotic brethren. Plays with some robots who stole my dad's robots. I will not stand for any Dr. Wily apologists. I will actually stand. Oh, we haven't used Flame Man's weapon. I'll have to think about a good opportunity to show that off. Again, just sort of, this is not a sort of boring use of Super Arm. Just like, oh yeah, here we go. See, this you gotta time right to get through. There we go. So, Ice Slasher. Again, like, you can sort of see how, like, these different parts expect you to have the weapons. This section can be tricky. But if you time things right... There. You don't have to worry about that little guy falling down the ladder, though I still ended up getting hit. Another fun thing, you may or may not know, Elec Man's weapon can actually destroy those guts bricks, which kind of makes Super Arm kind of not relevant, huh? Though we will want to save Elec Man's weapon. Go away, little frog guy. I think those are supposed to be... Okay, that brick went straight through that dude. Alright. Again, the challenge here is to not get hit by that exploding guy. If you do get knocked back into those spikes, you will die. You do not have the invincibility frames. And this is another section where we're just gonna skip the challenge because it's bad and I don't like it. Whoop, whew. I did not time that right. And again, we can pull up some things because it's almost as if they know that that is terrible. Yes, those particular hitboxes are just plain old unreliable. This is why you need Magnet Beam, though. If you do not have Magnet Beam, you cannot beat this stage because you need it here. Is this going to be a series where I go through each Mega Man game, Mr. Maverick Hunter? Potentially. I think I am... You know, when I stream, I think I'm going to stream another Mega Man game. I'll probably do Mega Man 2 next. Oh, we're at the boss. Need to be able to move. Let me move! Oh boy, how much Elec Beam do I have? Okay. See if I remember this. 2, 3, 1, 2. Ah, dang it. Well, I remembered it, but... Okay, yeah. You always feel like you can get 2. Ah, dang it. See if I can do this. This is going to be a lot of concentration, folks. So... it's the same pattern every single time. So... you can memorize it. But it is pretty tricky. There's not a lot of wiggle room. And you have to remember what kind of jumps you can do safely. This is a place where you can actually use a trick if you pause and unpause. Dang it. Over and over again, you can take this guy out with one hit. Basically, you put the Elec Beam on his eye, you pause and unpause, and it will ignore the hit stun that it's supposed to have, damage him several times, and you basically take him out in quote-unquote one hit. But I'm pretty proud of myself for getting through that on the first try without full health. Again, though, every time you fight that boss, you get more and more used to the pattern. So, this is a place where you can actually end up dying, and as you can see, we are running low on weapons energy, and I forgot. In fact, I might just, well, we'll see. We're making good time, so I won't intentionally die. But yeah, this section can be kind of a pain. Oh, you know what? Let's, since I'm about to get hit, use it. This is actually a really good place for this. So Flame Man's weapon, or Fireman's weapon. First of all, I have activated the glitch mode where it just sort of keeps going. But it gives you a little shield around yourself. You gotta be careful here because of the way momentum works in this game. You can walk yourself right off that cliff. Yep. Okay. But yeah, you get a little shield around yourself as well as being able to hit enemies. We do not have gut bricks. In fact, let's... Ouch. Okay. Let's just fill... Oh, what do we need? What do we need? This will get Elec Man. Alright. However, I do believe that this is... Actually, you know what? I think that Buster is actually better. So yeah, we get to see Cutman. An actual fight with Cutman. You can see he's got a lot of hit lag. So... Sort of like Fireman, you can kind of, though not quite as easily, you can kind of just overpower him, and I think I might have to play this stage again. Unless there's more health power-ups that I don't remember. Oh yeah, here we go. We've got some. Oh good. Gotta be careful there. That's one of the things you can do in this game is sort of jump up to see if you're gonna get hit. And then I believe this is Elec Man. We can... Oh, okay, it's over there this time. Let's see if I can do this without dying. Woo. Nope, okay. We'll just have to do that first part again. No doing it without game overs, but luckily the punishment is not that severe. Let's play it smart this time. And we also get some health refills. Would have been nice to do it without getting a game over, but I'm not too broken up about it. Mega Man 1 is probably one that I have played, maybe not the least out of the classic series. I might go to 3. But it's definitely on the lower end of the spectrum. Let me see if I remember. I'm so used to having super arm. Yep, yep. Man, I am not doing great against Cutman. There we go. See if we can get some more health. At least a health refill, because we won't have to start over and getting a game over. So yeah, in later Mega Man games, the boss gauntlet is a little bit more official. You just sort of fight all of them in a row. In fact, usually in any order that you please. But here, we sort of spread them out a little bit. Get out of my face! Ah, dang it. And of course, also... Oh man, do I really have to start at the beginning? Or is this a... Oh wow, okay. No checkpoints in this, huh? Okay, good to know, good to know. Okay, gotta be better at fighting Cutman then. Once again, I don't know how to trigger this, like, infinite flame shield. It's not actually infinite. Stay away from me! Wow, look at all those points. Sir. Please. Maybe we'll try this. I have this distinct recollection that this fight is slightly easier. Maybe because if he gets close to you, you don't have to aim. Actually, this isn't very good because I think Firestorm is actually one of the better weapons to fight the boss of this stage with. Sir, calm down, please. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. I should be able to get through Elec Man. The question is, can I get through the boss of this stage? I think I have a chance, though, to refill weapon a little. Actually, I can do it here. Unfortunately, you cannot switch weapons while Magnet Beam is still active, but we can at least get a little bit back. I do believe there's a big refill somewhere, though. Come on, sir. There we go. Okay, of course that time I don't take any damage. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. These guys again. And we want to be able to refill. Oh, okay, they respawn. I've completely forgotten the timing on that. That's the thing that you can do. Is that at least a checkpoint? Jeez, really? Okay. But you like how I refer to my enemies politely as sir. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where that comes from. Okay, well that's probably for the best at this point. Oh, I always play on difficult mode. Okay, wow, I did not recall, I should say, that there are no checkpoints in this stage. Apologies if there's a little bit of a drag here. Oh, of course, thank you. Right after I get my energy all filled back up. But should be able to get through this. I believe there's only one more stage after this, unless I have broken my brain. But it's good practice, good practice. Getting better. Well, at least, you know, this time he's not really jumping around as much. And that's one of the things. It's like every time you play a Mega Man. See, I don't want to run straight off the stage. I feel like they knew what they knew what they were doing with that, with those power-ups down there, and how they could just sort of eat your momentum. But yes, in Mega Man, one of the things I like about Mega Man is that you can make a lot of mistakes, and so when you replay, it's not about like avoiding this one thing where I always get hit. You can still get hit in a lot of places. The thing is, for the most part, is more about making fewer mistakes. Can I just blow that guy up? Okay. Being safer. Yep. Oh, come on! Okay, it ate my jump. I don't know what happened there. Blech. I did not use that much energy at this point, at least. Or I managed to save a lot of it. But again, once we get past this stage, I think the rest of it is a little bit less of a pain. Can more reliably do it. The last stage is a lot shorter. There we go. See? Improvement. Improvement. That's the whole thing about Mega Man. It's getting better and better. How are we doing on time? It's been about an hour. Okay. That's around... I was thinking like an hour... Between an hour and 2 hours was sort of my guess on this. If I'm playing well, I can definitely do this in like under an hour. Obviously, I've not been playing that well. Where are we on? We're on Elec Man. Yeah, there really should be a checkpoint. I would say, like, I would think after Elec Man would be, like, a good place for a checkpoint. Like here. Especially just because it's so easy, especially with these things, it's so easy to die on these guys. Yep. It's like I'm just getting hit on purpose because it's safer. Okay, well. Alright, now here I think I have to be slightly careful, because I do think that if I am not, we can get some... Oh, I want that. I want that. I want that. Don't care about the extra life. We have infinite continues. I don't know what I was thinking. It's fine. Is there not a health power-up? Maybe there's a... Oh yeah, there it is, okay. Whoop. Oh, I pressed up. Okay, well. Rain down power-ups upon me. Yeah, let's make sure that we get this filled up, because this is the best way. The boss that we are coming up on is another sort of war of attrition style, where your hope is to just do more damage to him than he does to you. I believe we're coming up on him. So hopefully we've hit a checkpoint now. But we're about to find out, I suppose. So yes, this is Copy Mega Man. He will, in fact, we can show off something a little fun here. Hold on. Pause it quickly. Let's see if, I don't know if that'll keep coming out. Whoop. Yeah, so he copies the weapons that you have. Of course, there's no place for him to use super arms, so he just sort of runs back and forth. Oh, if you press the attack button, though, he will jump at you. He actually has Elec Man's and I am going to die here. He has Elec Man's AI. That's what I get for messing around. Okay, good. We do have a checkpoint. So this is where the checkpoint is. Of course, not in a great place, since it's right in front of an enemy. But literally right in front of the boss. But this should go a little bit better. So yeah, it's sort of, it's got Elec Man's pattern. Does not hit nearly as hard as Elec Man. Might be getting an Elec Beam there though, ouch. So yeah, the idea is just to do more damage to him. Understand that a lot of the time he will jump when you jump. There we go. More like his outer demons. That is a very like, I get what you're going for, the Video Game Master 9. But I don't know, that felt like a pretty external conflict to me. And now we have finally beaten this stage. I believe this is the last stage that we're doing. Yeah, because we've done the first two Robot Master refight. Oh, no, okay, this is the second to last stage. This is a very short stage, though. But it can be a bit of a pain. What do I need to... Do I need to refill? I guess Fireman's weapon if I can. Yep. Dang it. I got greedy! Now here is where we will be able to refill some stuff. So, this is the one place where water does have an effect. It will just sort of keep pushing me along here. And we should be... There we go. Get us some penguins, which may provide us some weapons energy, or some health. There we go. Whoop. Oh, okay, I gotta back up. Good to know. Then I believe these turns into exploding guys. Yep, there we go. Ah, dang it. Ouch. Okay. So now we can get some fire back. Very exciting part of the stage, huh, guys? Ow, okay. This is actually a good place to have 0 lives, because if I mess this up, the gut bricks will respawn. So for this boss fight, you can use the guts bricks to defeat these bubble guys. It'll take out one of them, but it will, oh man, I am going to die. Yeah, there I go. But they don't respawn, and there's 8 of them, so you have to be able to defeat the first 4 yourself. Rumble. That is the one problem with the lightning. In fact, maybe Fireman's weapon would be better. Yeah, there. Gotta not be too impatient here. Proceeds to be impatient. Alright, here we go. We can get some health here. Yeah, it's another weirdly, like, there's probably, I'm probably new at one point, like, the way to defeat those without taking damage, or at least the first few. But it's a weird section where you don't really have a whole lot of control of the battlefield. And another weird thing where, like, if you mess up, right, like, if you die, and then those bricks don't respawn, like, it becomes a lot harder. You basically need the super arm. Do. Hello, cat! We are about to fight the second to last stage boss, who is a bit of a pain. And we're engaging in some very entertaining gameplay as we approach. Okay, we'll not make the same mistake I made last time. There we go. Alright. Can I make it over there before... You're gonna come down, aren't you? Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. That was 3. What am I supposed to do here? Jeez Louise. Yes, thank you, Kat. It is quite thrilling gameplay. So there's the main mistake not to make is using the guts blocks up. Alright. Yeah, see, I can't jump over. Alright. Maybe it's where I'm standing. Maybe I need to be standing somewhere different. Can you jump over them? I am not doing a great job of that if that's something that is possible. Maybe it's where I'm standing. You also cannot see their projectiles very well. Okay, I see. So where's the best place to stand, then? Here. Okay, there. That's the best place to stand. Okay, good to know, good to know. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. I'll get it this time. And the later stages of 1 are definitely, again, impatience. My, least experience with this game. I prefer the later classic Mega Man games. Like, 4, 5, and 6. But I'll get through. I think I should be able to get through this faster. Can I do this? I think I can do this on this section, and then when I get to the exploding guys, though, I have to go slow. Or jump over them. Yeah, I can do that section fast. So yeah, I think my favorite are 5 and 6. I feel like they really refined the Mega Man formula down to, like, its essence and, like, really understanding, like, what's good about it. And I really like the weapons in those. 3 brings a lot of cool ideas, though. Like, I mean, the slide, first of all, like, huge. Okay, that's cool. Huge. Slide is huge. And Rush is also, like, okay, well. What? See, yeah, you can't see their attacks. Which is a bit of a pain. Okay, so what, is that just random then? Over there? Like, I can't see where the things that they're shooting at me. How did I get it to... This is such a frustrating... I don't know if I want to... I have not tried not getting hit. I'm trying to figure out, how did I get it to go out that certain way that one time? I do think that this section is... It's not super well designed. I should have just waited. Should have waited. The boss's weapons weakness is super arm. Each of those bricks will completely destroy one of the bubbles. However, where are you gonna come? You're gonna come from there, aren't you? There we go, okay. I could've... there are 8 of them. And so... you need to destroy 4 of them. You want to destroy 4 of them before doing what I'm about to do. Oh, okay. I miscounted. Maybe that could have been a little easier then. Yes, the rush shoots are very good in 6. 3's biggest hit against me is just the... I don't know, I feel like the weapon diversity in 3... Oh yeah, that's right. Just is not great. I'm messing up the beginning of this stage. It feels like there's a lot of weapons that shoot straight forward in slightly different ways. None of the weapons themselves are, like, particularly bad, but they're just, like, not, all together, like, as a team, they're not super great, in my opinion. Oh boy. Okay, calm down. Focus, there we go. Okay. First. Luckily, I think we should be able to get some full health going on here. Topspin is not as bad as, like, it's just like, why wait for it, huh? And just wait for it to come back for this stuff. Topspin is... yes, Hall of Guts, man. Topspin is not as bad as it seems, but also still pretty bad. And that thing I got just there, I probably could have grabbed the life too, but it's not that big a deal. Actually, you know what? To save time, it might actually be better to grab that. Yeah, it's not as bad as it looks, but it is still bad. There's like a couple of enemies that it's like actually okay against. This is the second stage of the boss refights where we actually just sort of fight them. We can see Bomb Man. This is another section where staying close. Help. There we go. So the goal here is just, I think it's Gutsman next? Or is it Iceman? That's fire. This is where I will take the most damage. The goal is to take as little damage in the other fights as possible, because of all the damage you take in the Fireman. Mega Man 11? I really... Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you there, though I definitely understand, you know, the different opinions on it. But I really liked Mega Man 11. I thought it was really interesting. Ah, dang it. Mistimed that with the pause. Good thing I grabbed that life. No, I think I'm gonna get a game over when I get... We'll see. I'm not in a good spot. Get over here. There we go. Sorry. Stretching my back a little bit. Yeah, I really liked 11. I liked how it had like a core sort of theme with its gameplay. That was a little better. Ah, dang it. Got caught on that little fire there. And I liked the speed up, slow down sort of like mechanic and how that was baked in. Sorry, I am thinking. What's next? Who's next? It's Iceman. Yeah, okay. if I can just not get hit there. And then what is it, Guts Man? Yeah, but then I'm gonna get to the final boss and die, I think. There we go, okay. Still good practice, and then we'll... Dang it. We can get some more lives on the second pass, though. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we're doing alright. Hopefully I'll get it this round. I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I liked Mega Man 11. I think it brought some interesting stuff back. I liked it a lot more than 9 and 10. Or at least 10. 9 and 10 were really focused on Mega Man's legacy as a very difficult, punishing game. And I feel like that is, like, reductive to what makes Mega Man good. And 9 handles it better than 10, but, like, it's just sort of like... I've said this before about, like, the difficulty, though. Like, oh, easy mode in Mega Man 9 and 10 is like, here, we added some baby platforms. You see these baby platforms that we very obviously added? Here's an item that refills all your health because you're such a baby and you need all this help. Whereas I feel like 11... like, respects your, like, if you want to do something that's a little easier, just do it. It's not gonna... I don't have to wait for this thing. It's not gonna, like, make a big deal out of it. I also thought the achievements were, like, a lot better. There we go. Now that's what I call Mega Man. Right. And we'll take a whole bunch of damage on this. See, that's doing better. We're doing better. We're doing better. Improvement. That's the name of the game. Well, the name of the game is Mega Man, but the thing you should do while you play Mega Man is improve. And part of these boss fights are slightly more interesting when you didn't fight every Robot Master with their weakness, because now you have all their weaknesses. It should be easier. Ugh. Sir, please back away. Okay, well, fine. Yeah, okay. There we go. And we still have several lives. Several lives. Alright, what is this one? I believe it is... I'm closing my eyes and holding my nose, like the bridge of my nose, if you want a visual for how I'm remembering. I believe it is... Fireman's weapon, and Firestorm, that's what it's called. And then Elec Beam. I believe that's what it is. We're about to find out, though. This is the final boss. I don't think I'll get it in one go, but we'll see. There is definitely a checkpoint, though, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, you can also just get that really quickly. Yeah, but I have lost already a lot of health. But I can just sort of hang out under here. Wiley, I think I noticed an issue in your design here. It's not trivial, but it's a lot easier if you just sort of stand under them there. I think that's another one that you can kind of just you can just spam, but we'll get it this attempt. What'll that be? Hour, 15 minutes. That's pretty good for not having played this in a really long time. Oh, I do like the difference. Fun fact. Yeah, that's interesting. We can talk about that more when we get to a Mega Man game that has passwords. Oh, look at that. No damage. What am I, good at video games or something? Unfortunately, Mega Man 1, this boss fight, it would be really cool. It features a lot of sprite flicker. Objects not all being able to be loaded at the same time. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. I'm gonna run out of this at this rate. I guess if you do it like that, it does 2 hits. But we have plenty of health. Boom! There we go! What am I good at video games or something? There we go! That is Mega Man 1. I'm pretty good with that. There was a little bit of rough times in the castle stages, but aside from that, you know, definitely the Robot Master stages were the ones I kind of like mentally planned out in terms of what I want to show off, and I definitely did all of that. Yeah, so now we'll hit the credits. While we do this, Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Dr. Wily and restored the world to peace. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, any closing thoughts from the chat? I like Mega Man 1. I mean, it does a great job. No damage, no special weapons. I definitely could not pull that off for Mega Man 1. Maybe Mega Man 5, the Robot Master stages. Mega Man 1 is a lot better of a start than a lot of video game series get. It is certainly no surprise that Mega Man 2, which I'll probably play in the future on stream, is the one that sort of solidified it as a good game. But a lot of the basic building blocks of what makes the Mega Man series great are still here. You've got going to the stages in any order. You've got some fun weapons. There's a couple of balance issues that it needs to work out. The fact that, you know, you have to go to some stages before others, and the difficulty balance between stages too kind of limits that freedom already when you only have 6 Robot Master stages instead of 8. But aside from that, and some minor tweaks to the gameplay, like invincibility when you've taken damage on spikes, or the weird momentum physics that you have in this game, like, basically all the other building blocks are here. And of course, here's Roll and Dr. Light. The only thing we see of the end of the game, or we only see them at the end of the game. They will not be making more of a thing. Thank you for subscribing, Mr. Maverick Hunter. I hope to see you again the next time I find time and internet space, when I have enough free Wi-Fi for myself to stream. You want to see the original game box art, Brancliff? I have the old game box art. Let's see. Let me, here. Give me 1 second, because we still got time. But it's been, when did I start? Started at 8:30, plus an hour would be 9:30. So it's been an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, I blocked off some more time. We can at least go until an hour and a half. Yes, we want to see bad box art Mega Man. Okay, give me a second here. Try not to break everything. Give me 1 second while I add some stuff to... Actually, you know what? What I want to do here. I'll set some stuff up real quick. Let's see if I can get rid of this. Alright, let me find it real quick. So, yeah, the legend goes that whoever, oh, that's not a great picture. Okay, that's a better picture. Okay. Whoever drew the original box art for the American release of Mega Man, you can see here. I'll show it in the. I'll add it here too. while we wait so you can see it. Okay. Oop. There we go. That is the original Japanese box art. You should be able to see that there. Again, like nice, you know, pleasant, interesting. But the story goes that the person who this was not considered acceptable for American releases. We need something a lot more cool. So someone was given very little time to come up with box art that looked cool, and because of that, we got this. Back up. Because of that, we got this monstrosity. There we go. There it is. That's bad box art. There is bad box art Mega Man. It's like, where did the yellow even come from, you know? Like, it was cyan, like blue and cyan. Like, the story for that goes that Mega Man is blue because the NES had more blue options. This Mega Man was featured. Oh, here, hold on. I can pull this in. So yeah. Oh wait, I think people were talking about it. They embraced the weird box art design for that one fighting game. They put them in. Yeah. So here, I think I can pull that up, but I'll tell the story of that too. In retrospect, it's funny, but I remember at the time people were upset about this. Like, basically, at the time, we had just gotten to the point. I don't remember when this was. Does anybody remember the year? I can look it up in a second once I load it in. But I feel like at the time it was either just after the cancellation or a while after the cancellation of a lot of Mega Man games, in between like 2010 and 2016, before Legacy Collection stuff started happening. Here we go. I can pull this up. Give me 1 second. Close. Showing. I don't want it to show. Go away. Um, 2012. Okay, yeah, so that would have been very shortly after Mega Man Legends 3 and a lot of other Mega Man games got canceled. Where did it go? Just pulled it in here. There we go. Okay. So let me show this off real quick. Boop. Yeah, so this was Street Fighter X Tekken. Is the chat moving, by the way? If I broke that again? Hopefully that's showing up. Yeah, but yeah, so that was just after, I think it was 2011 that like all those cancellations came out and Keiji Inafune left Capcom, which basically sealed the end of the Mega Man franchise for several years. And it wouldn't be until the Legacy Collection came out later that we would get any sort of Mega Man. But so yeah, it's funny in retrospect, but I think a lot of people were like, no, we want like actual Mega Man. We're upset. People were upset that Mega Man seemed to have fallen off the face of the earth all of a sudden, because right before, a couple years before that, games were coming out of the wazoo. And then all of a sudden there's this huge, like 2008 we get Mega Man 9, which is sort of like weirdly the beginning of the end. And games suddenly start trickling out and there's fewer and fewer, and then these big projects all of a sudden get canceled. Inafune leaves, and then of course that takes us into the future where we get the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter that brings a lot of hype back. Mega Man is basically dead during that period of time. Then Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter ends up being a disaster, and then Mega Man all of a sudden starts coming back at proper. We get the Legacy Collection, we get Mega Man 11, and then we get all of the other collections that I could definitely dip into those too. I don't know if I want to play every single Mega Man game. I do have a list. In fact, let me look at my list. I'm not going to show the list. Well, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can show the list. Give me a second. I don't know what I can properly visualize. Bad Ox or Mega Man playable in the actual game. Meanwhile, all the actual Mega Man games are getting canceled at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it was a huge time for Mega Man fan games too. Like, I think a lot of them ended up getting released after Mega Man sort of started coming back into the limelight. But like, I think a lot of those projects that we ended up seeing, like Make a Good Mega Man level, and Mega Man Unlimited, I think was a big one. And then you had Street Fighter X Mega Man, if you count that, where that was sort of like officially approved by Capcom. But though that felt more like a to me, like it felt like, oh, this is more about Street Fighter. Like, it looks like Mega Man, but it's more about Street Fighter. Like, all of the cool stuff is Street Fighter, like, references. How's my audio sounding, by the way? Not just in terms of levels, but now that we're sort of out of the game. Like, I put some noise gates and noise filters on it so that it's harder to hear my computer taking up my little dinky laptop from like 2000, from like 7 years ago. I don't remember what, maybe 8 years at this point. So you can't hear it taking off into the stratosphere. But hopefully it's not too strong. All right. Let me see. Go into video mode real quick so I cannot break everything. Let's see. I need to add like browser, and I want to make sure that I don't add okay. Oh, can I just do this? I've never done this before, so I don't know what this will look like. Okay. Oop. Hopefully I'm not revealing any personal information here. I don't think I am. Just like my icon. Yeah, okay. Let me go back here. So yeah, this is my big old chart of Mega Man. Can I like, will this move when I move it? Oh no, okay. But yeah, so you can see some of the data here. Maybe I can show it. But so yeah, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3. Yeah, so we can definitely play the games in order up to Mega Man 3, and then figuring out how to play Mega Man on PC, which I've never done before. I don't know if that'd be a good stream, or if we just want to go to Mega Man 4. Oh, and then these are why are these mixed up? Oh, because I think I have it sorted by release here. By the way, this is what I mean. I don't know if I do it like this, will it show up? Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is a chart that I made of the release game releases. It's a rough chart, but you can really see that like drop off there, right? Like where it's huge here. So these are number of games released in a certain year. And you see 2000, like Battle Network is responsible for a lot of that. But yeah, so we could definitely do Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 the next time I get some, or Mega Man 2 next time, and then Mega Man 3, and then we can see what we want to do from there. Let's see, let me catch up on chat. Here's a mystery that his camera does not care about. What happened to Axel? So, okay, I still need to do, I've not gotten to, I've played the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and I've played the Zero Collection, Zero ZX Collection. I have not played X Legacy Collection 2, or X, yeah, the second set, so X5, X6, X7, 8, and X8. It is on my to-do list. Oh, Oh, my room is not properly acoustically treated, and it is not a high-end microphone. That is definitely true. I'm making a significant move sometime soon in my life, and so I want to update all of my equipment once I get to that point. But I don't have like any sort of padding, and this is a Blue Snowball USB mic, which isn't, not very high-end, and it's like on the table. So yeah, I know those issues exist. And once I get income and my own personal space to like set up proper recording area, definitely something to work on. But thank you for your expertise. I appreciate it. Mega Man 3 is definitely a lot longer. So I'm gonna work on some stuff while we're here. Mega Man 3 is definitely a lot longer, but I don't know if it would necessarily need 2 streams. Like, I think I could just do 1 long stream. And move to the sort of I'm gonna edit some stuff. Again, this is the first time I've used this version of OBS, so I'm kind of free winging it here a bit. But there we go. Can we do this? There we go. This is sort of, hold on. Go back to that. Let's just fix this a little bit. There we go. Make it look a little nicer. Okay, yeah. Thank you for enjoying this stream and subscribing. I hope to do a lot more of this too. Again, like Mega Man games aren't necessarily each individually my favorite games, but the series is absolutely my favorite series. I love so much about it, from the gameplay design to the lore and the world of Mega Man, and like X and Zero. I only got to really get into Zero recently, but like I definitely see why there's so much appeal in it, and I want to get into Battle Network. I need to finish X, so X5, X6, X7, and X8, which I'm sort of hesitant on because I hear a lot of mixed stuff about those. And then I need to get through Battle Network. I have 2 of the Battle Network games on Game Boy, and I played, but they're 2 and 3, which I got from just, maybe some of you are like this too, but like when you're the video game friend and your friends are like, oh yeah, you've been subscribed for nearly a decade. Wow, thanks for sticking around and popping back in on this. Yeah, I will do Mega Man 2 at some point. It's just a matter of finding time. I'm with the virus situation, I am staying with family until I go to my new job, and my family is actually out of town today. They'll be back soon. But I have the internet free, and so I can comfortably stream without there being any sort of Wi-Fi internet issues. But the next time, this was fun. It was a good test. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely play Mega Man 2 next. And I have a lot to say about Mega Man 2. Not in like Mega Man 2 is terrible, but I have a lot to say, both good and bad, about Mega Man 2. So again, thanks everybody for coming out. I'm really glad to have such a turnout from a channel that's been pretty dead. Thanks for the people who've been around for a decade. If you're new, I have some other Mega Man content on my channel that you can check out. Some videos about Mega Man 7, and if you really like me that much, you should really check out GameCola.net. That's where most of my big stuff doing. GC.net is the YouTube channel. Got my podcast that I am the host of there. The Game Cola podcast, you can find it on like iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you want to do podcasts. I talk a lot about Mega Man there too. If you search for Mega Man keywords on the website, I'm sure you'll find it. And again, thanks to everyone for coming out. I think I'm about ready to wrap up for the night, unless anybody has any last things that you want to check in on. If you're watching the archive, I know there's a person here who doesn't like the other term for archive, so I will say the archive. I won't say the video bad word that they don't like. Thank you for watching the archive. Keep Twitter. I have a Twitter which you know, if you don't care about Twitter, it's just the main way that I would post, like, hey, I'm going to stream again. Maybe, I don't think I'm allowed to do community posts yet. Otherwise, I would not tell you to go to Twitter to find that information. But if I get enough subscribers one day, maybe I can do community posts. I don't know what the rule on that is. I just know that I can't do it yet. But yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll be sure to put as many feelers out there to let people know when the next time I'm going to stream is. I don't really have a concrete plan for it yet, but I will try to make it clear. I'll try to put the video up early, or the little link thing, so that people have a lot of headway on that. Again, thank you so much. Thanks. Oh, wait, here I have to actually transition to it. Yep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was a great time. Thanks to the people, both old and new, who came and stuck around. And I hope to see you again soon.